7 days after the men's 25, it was the turn of the women. They assembled north of Uttoxeter in Staffordshire to take on the A25-26 course based on the undulating A50 to Blythe Bridge, courtesy of the Derby Mercury. The women were still stunned by Cerys Gilfillan's victory in the 10 5 weeks earlier. It was the first time a junior had ever won an individual senior title race, with Ambrosia's Angela Hunter and the RAF's Di Otley surprising several of the fancied females by taking joint silver medals.
2, 1, away.
This is early starter Katie Allen, destined to clock 59.50, the first of 14 rides inside the hour on this notoriously difficult course. Already it was known that defending champion Yvonne McGregor, on international duty in Germany, would not be starting. Out on the headwind leg to the turn, Megan Hughes was coping well and is here seen catching Oundle Velo's Zena Dighton. Dighton appeared to be riding steadily enough, but was only able to record a 1:6.44 at the end of the day. Meanwhile, the Adidas Chic-On youngster Hughes, seen here approaching the A50 after about 4 miles, was on her way to a 1:0.23. Now that's not a sign aimed at the women we're watching, as we see next Scarborough's Elaine Ward on her way to the A50. The former BBAR restricts her long travels a bit these days and missed the 10 at Dorking in Surrey, but here she clocked a 1:1.19 for an eventual 23rd place. Ten minutes behind her came Letchworth Velo's Catherine Essex, and it wasn't long before she was well into her stride. A 1:3.10 was her reward. Having passed Sue Rowson of Macclesfield Wheelers, seen here being also caught by Ambrosia's comeback girl Louise Jones, she cannot know at this stage that Jones is about to catch her as well. Jones won a Commonwealth Games gold medal in 1990, then retired to raise a family and do some coaching, but now, with Kuala Lumpur in mind, she was back in serious competition again and did a good time of 59.7 to take the lead. At number 50 came the former 100 champion Liz Milne. The Colville wheeler looked strong in the headwind to the turn and was soon taking 2 minutes out of Coventry Olympics Deborah Knott. Milne eventually recorded a 1:0.19, good enough for 16th place. 2 minutes behind her was Team Lussau's Zoe Anderson. Fourth in the Scottish title race behind Andrea Pogson, Anderson recorded a fine 59.43 here for an eventual 13th place. Tackling the climbs of the rolling A50, former BBAR Anne Plant is here being caught by Edinburgh's Caroline Cook. The Scottish rider, like Anderson before her, was striving to impress the selectors in the run-up to the Commonwealth Games. Plant, now a veteran, is often a comparatively slow starter to each new season and had to settle for a time of 1:2.11 here, a little disappointing for the Swaledale CC, who were hoping to challenge Team Ambrosia for the team title. Cook, in contrast, always looked the stronger of the two and eventually rode clear of Plant to record a fine time of 59.40 for an eventual 12th place, just 3 seconds faster than Zoe Anderson, her Scottish rival. With another former BBAR, Lee Lamont, a non-starter at number 60, the next fast rider was Colville's Kathy Platts, formerly Kathy Moon. Now married to supervet Jeff Platts, she seemed a little short of her usual gusto and ended up with a disappointing time of 1:3.31, only 39th fastest when all was done and dusted. That's the Loughborough students promising newcomer Sarah Symington gaining ground on the seeded rider ahead of her. There were several such instances in this championship, and this is that seeded rider, Chippenham's Anne Wooldridge. She went on to record a time of 1:3.2, but she was to suffer the fate of being caught and dropped shortly after half distance. And here's the rider doing the catching. Almost unknown before the start of the 1998 season, Symington was quickly putting that right, and a finishing time of 1:0:26 for 18th place meant a lot more people knew all about her. The end of the long haul up the A50 into the wind came after 13 3/4 miles at Blythe Bridge, where we see the new 10-mile champion Cerys Gilfillan well into her stride. Still a junior for 1998, the twice junior BBAR from Wales was another hoping for Commonwealth Games selection. She roared back from the turn to clock a splendid 58.56 and take the lead from Louise Jones by 11 seconds. But 5 minutes behind her, Scottish 25 champion Andrea Pogson was going even better. Churning a top gear on the wind-assisted return leg, she clocked 58.37, and the championship had yet another new leader. At number 80 came Sue Gray, who, as Sue Wright, won the BBAR back in 89 and 92. Still a keen competitor, she added to the growing list of inside-the-hour rides with a time of 59.18 for an eventual 10th place. But behind her, one of the Swaledale stalwarts was having a good day. Kim Staff matched Gray all the way round and then put in a terrific finish to pip her by just 7 seconds with a 59.11. She was temporarily in 4th place, but would drop to 7th at the end of the day. But now the emphasis in the team stakes swung back to the Ambrosia squad. This is double road race champion Maria Lawrence, who rode a good outward leg and was clearly on a ride. She continued to pile on the pressure all the way back to record 58.35, just 2 seconds better than Pogson. The lead had changed yet again. But 5 minutes behind her, the 1994 champion Maxine Johnson was going even better. Having given the 10 a miss, she was all out to remind everyone of her talents. Incredibly, she'd taken just over a minute out of Lawrence at half distance, and by the finish, it was almost 2 minutes, as her time of 56.40 on this far from perfect day left everyone wondering who'd be second. Behind her, but losing ground rapidly, Karen Steele was trying to keep Swaledale in with a shout at the team title, but a 1:19 didn't look to be good enough, whilst Team Winslow's Cherry Pridham produced a workmanlike 1:138, which would only be good enough for 24th place. With McGregor away representing her country, it seemed there was now no one left to unseat Maxine Johnson. Still is Julia Freeman, the surprise 10 champion of 1996, was going well, but certainly not that well, although she joined the sub-60 club with a 59.29 and 11th place at the end of the day, despite that minor hold-up at one of the early roundabouts. 2 minutes behind her came the last of the Ambrosia team, Angela Hunter. With a silver medal in the 10 behind Gilfillan, it was obvious she was in form, and a good start put her into 3rd place at halfway, just 2 seconds slower than Lawrence. But a terrific second half saw her leapfrog her teammate to clock 58.21, good enough for 2nd place and enough to give Ambrosia a new championship team record. At number 101 and already caught by Hunter came Swaledale's Sue Parrott, but here with only a mile to go she was also being caught by her own teammate Jill Reams. Parrott was clearly struggling a little and was only able to manage a 1:3.24. Reams meanwhile, despite a serious illness curtailing her early season training, showed a lot of her gritty character to catch Parrott in that last mile and clocked 59.15. The RAF's Di Otley was next, fresh from her surprise silver medal in the 10, This time, however, despite providing the event with its 14th under-the-hour ride, her 59.16 put her in 9th place. So, as Wales's Claire Greenwood finished with a modest 1:1:14, it was clear that Johnson had repeated her 94 triumph and Ambrosier had won their first team title in record time.